Hey guys, it's that Dividend guy coming at you with another Robinhood portfolio update. Happy Thursday. I'm super excited. This is my last day this week of a 10-hour day at work, so pretty pumped and excited. So today we're going to go over the overall portfolio, the individual holdings, and I'm super excited because I added another stock to the watch list, and I'll tell you exactly why. So today we are up about $50 for the week. We are down 132. For the month, we are up about $2,400, which is crazy. The 3 month mark, we're up $831. For the year, we're up $500, and all time since April 13th of 2018, we are up about $2,500 or 12%. We have buying power of about $40. That's from dividends, because the the I got paid, but it was after the X date, so I couldn't buy for this past month. So I couldn't buy another share of ExxonMobil. I didn't have enough. I had enough cash, but I wasn't quick enough to buy the stock, so it wouldn't have added anything to this month. And as you guys can see, when I switch this, it's just enough to buy another share of Altria. So, or sorry, it's not quite enough to buy another share of Altria, about 10 to 12 cents off. And there's a price fluctuation, so I have to have more than $40. So once I get paid dividends from ExxonMobil, I will be able to add it if the X date hasn't passed for Altria. So that's the plan. As you guys see, I have $39.90 for buying power. That will be added to this next month's dividend payment, which will put me over $100, which is great. But let's jump into the individual holdings, starting with Realty Income, my favorite real estate stock. We have 15 shares, $920 of market value. Average cost is $45.38. 4% of the portfolio is in Realty Income. That will be going up. That's probably going to be close to 10% of the portfolio because this is one of my personal favorite stocks. About $11 we're up today, up about $242 total, up 35.5% on Realty Income. Have a nice dividend monthly payer here. $3.51. That'll put me over $40, but it's in the middle of the month, so I probably won't be allocating it towards next month's payment because I bet Altria and Coca-Cola are probably going to have an X date before the 15th. So this is one of the things that I love dividend investing, and it's my main strategy. But the only hangup that I've really found about it is if I get paid a dividend on the 15th and the X date for, say, Altria is the 8th, then I can't buy Altria stock, and then Coca-Cola might be on the 13th. Well, getting paid on the 15th doesn't help me. So you have to find stocks like PBCT that I found that pay on like the 31st. So if I got paid by, say, Realty Income on the 15th of every month, I could at least buy PBCT with the dividend. You see what I mean? So that's the only hangup that I found is the X date. Next, we have Altria. We have 150 shares, $6,000 of market value. Average cost is about $44. 26% of the portfolio is in Altria. We are down $1.30 today. Total, we're down about $540, down 8.2%. Then we have Coca-Cola. We have 20 shares, about $1,050 of market value. Average cost is $51.26. 4.5% of the portfolio is in Coca-Cola, up $7 today, up $24 total, up 2.3%. Have a dividend coming in December of $8.20. So Coca-Cola is a little weird. Usually stocks pay 1, 4, 7, 10, like Altria does. Pepsi, I believe, does. Kimberly-Clark. Generally, it's 1, 4, 7, 10. They pay every 4 months, but with Coca-Cola, it's actually 4, 7, 10, 12. So this is my Christmas stock, and this is why I like it so much because I'll get a dividend payment during the Christmas season. So I will be adding to Coca-Cola. It's one of my personal favorites. It's actually my favorite stock currently for this set of months, but I do like Pepsi as a business better. So Pepsi will actually be a bigger position than Coca-Cola. I'm just a bigger fan of Coke as a product, but I like as like a soda, but I actually like Pepsi as a company more, so I'll have more money allocated towards Pepsi than I do Coca-Cola. Next, we have FRT. So we have one share, $92 of market value. Average cost is $113.40. 0.4% of the portfolio is in Coca-Cola. We're up $2 and change today, down $21.27, down about 19% on FRT. But the thing is, guys, they're down from my price of 113, getting closer here, but still a pretty good value, down $10 a share, which is great. We only have one share, so I could cost down average pretty easy here. Um, and Coca-Cola is actually my goal stock for this set of months, so I want that to be my main focus. But my rule is um, I want to use the money from the Cash Kings, which are Altria, AT&T, and ExxonMobil, to buy stocks that I really want, which AT&T is my goal stock as well for that set of months, but Coca-Cola should be funded by ExxonMobil. Um, then Altria funds AT&T, and AT&T and AbbVie fund ExxonMobil. Well, the thing is, I actually want Coca-Cola, AT&T, and Aflac to be my main focuses. So that's where the money will be going, unless there's a stock that's more undervalued, which that's exactly what FRT is. So I'll be focused on FRT, AT&T, and I want to be focused on Exxon, but I'll probably do something like McDonald's or something like that, just because I already have so much money in ExxonMobil. But right now, Coca Cola is the main focus. But if there's a deal that's better than what Coca Cola is offering, like FRT or SX Property Trust, then I'll be going for those. Next, we have Lowe's. We have two shares of this king, $303 of market value. Average cost is $100.86. 1.3% of the portfolio is in Lowe's. We're down 7 cents today. Crazy, right? We're up $101.67, up 50% on Lowe's. And yep. Then AT&T, we're pretty close to $30, so we're close to our average cost here. About 60 cents off. We have 126 shares because I sold. I don't remember what I sold out of. I think it was Target. To buy more AT&T. We have $3,659 of market value, so about $3,600. Our average cost is about $30 a share. 16% of the portfolio is in AT&T. $5 and change. We're down today. Total, we're down $80. Not worried about it. 2.14%. A dividend covers how far we're down, and I get paid that every four times a year, so I'm not really down on AT&T. I'm a huge fan of AT&T. This was one of the stocks that I was super ecstatic to buy because I wanted to own Warner, and then when AT&T bought them, I was actually going to own Verizon, but once I saw the acquisition was announced, I bought a bunch of AT&T because they own Friends. That was my original reason. And then one night I was drinking and I saw that they owned Iron Giant, which is one of my favorite movies. And my roommate at the time was laughing because I was dancing around like an idiot because I bought Friends and Iron Giant, but they have so much more content. Warner is a huge media conglomerate. So to get them, they were about $35 a share, I think, before the merger. And AT&T was about $30 at that point. So you're getting $60 worth of company. Like the company together should be valued around 60 a share if you combine them. I know AT&T has a lot of debt, so that kind of lowered it due to the acquisition. But you're getting AT&T and Warner for a price that AT&T was at before the merger. So that's why it's been my goal stock and my favorite stock for this set of months. Next, we have AbbVie. I bought them super low. We have 60 shares. I bought this during an acquisition as well. We have $6,200 of market value. Average cost is $72.22. I bought them during the Allergen merger or acquisition, and I bought a lot of them. I bought a lot of stock, and it's done very well. It's really important, guys, to remember that you want to buy into weakness. So when people have issues with AbbVie because Humira is their best-selling drug and it's going to lose patent approval soon, but they have a lot of stuff in the pipeline. Like I said, they had an acquisition, I think it was last year, that really helped their drug manufacturing pipeline. So I'm not super worried about AbbVie. They have the best-selling drug in the world in Humira. So I bought 60 shares at $6,200 of market value. I got it at $72.22 during the acquisition. It's about 27% of the portfolio. I'm not adding to it because, as you guys can see, I'm up like $30 a share on this. So it's definitely out of my investing territory right now. But I'm up almost about above $1,900, up 44.5% on AbbVie because I bought it so low. So guys, the lesson here is don't be afraid to buy when there's news, especially because the news makes the stocks fluctuate, right? But the goal as an investor should be to understand when the news is right and when the news is wrong. So like the news was wrong about the merger. They're like, oh, AbbVie's going to go bankrupt because they're taking on debt to do this, or like, it's not going to work. The companies aren't going to work together very well. Their assets aren't going to mix, or whatever, whatever worries there were before they merged. But I know that they have the best selling drug in the world. They're adding more drugs to their pipeline when they did the acquisition. So I feel like it can only help them. And if it does hurt them in any type of way, I can get that price. I could get it around maybe a better price than it was at. So I saw that as an opportunity. So you can you can either use the news to manipulate the stock, or you can let the news manipulate you as an investor. So I manipulated the news here. I knew that AbbVie was going to be fine. I knew that the acquisition, I would be good with it either way. If the stock soared because of it, like what happened, great. I'd buy it here and I'd hold it. If it went down because of the acquisition, I'd just buy lower. So either way, I was going to win on this trade. It just so happened that it took off, and I haven't bought any more shares since because I'm up so much on it. But I'm happy that I bought when I did. Next, we have PBCT. This is my financial stock. We have 14 shares, $100 of market value. Average cost is $10.90. 0.8% of the portfolio is in PBCT. Down 21 cents today, up $28 total, up about 19%. So the reason I like them is because their X date is near the end of the month, which means when I get paid by, say, Altria or Coca-Cola near the middle of the month, I can always buy PBCT. And they're dividend aristocrats. So they have the status that I like. And they also have an X date that I can count on. So I'm not trapped, like I said last month, where I wished they would have had an X date closer to the end of the month, simply because I couldn't buy anything at that point. So the money's just sitting there. It's not doing me any good. But with PBCT, I have the option of buying it near the end of the month. So regardless of when I get paid a dividend, I can buy PBCT. Next, we're starting 36912 off with one of my personal favorites in Johnson & Johnson. They're a huge healthcare company, and they're one of my favorites, probably my favorite stock for this set of months, followed by Mickey D's. But we have 2 shares, about $300 of market value. Average cost is about $136. 1.3% of the portfolio is in J&J. Up 12 cents today, up $25 total. Dividend coming in of $2.02. Then we have 3M. We have 2 shares, about $344 of market value. Average cost is $147. 1.5% of the portfolio is in 3M, down 23 cents today, up $48 total. You have a dividend coming in of $2.94. See, they're all paying about the middle of the month, I think. Yeah, about the 8th, 14th. So, yeah, about the middle of the month. Then we have Walgreens, close to king status here. We have 6 shares, $260 of market value. Average cost is $39.92. 1.14% of the portfolio is in Walgreens. I will be adding to this position. It's not going to be a huge one. I will allocate more funds toward it once they hit king status. I do like Walgreens. When I sold it to Disney, they were at a good price, and I've made a little bit of money on them so far, and the dividend's pretty decent for the price. It's just ExxonMobil's a little bit better. We have 6 shares, $260 of market value. Average cost is a little bit below $40. 1.1% of the portfolio is in Walgreens. We're up $21 today, up about 9%. In total, we're up about $20, up 8.7%, and a nice dividend of $2.81. Not huge, but it helps the portfolio. Every dividend counts, guys, regardless of how much it is. It's still free passive income. If I had $260 in a bank account, I'm not going to get anything for that. So I mean because I'm getting about is it about 4%, I think, for the dividend. Yeah, about almost 5%. That's way better than I get in like even a money market account would be like 3 to 4%. So, or sorry, 2 to 3%. So, Walgreens is smashing it. So I know it doesn't seem like a lot. It's like some people are, oh, it's $2.81, whatever. But that's more than you're gonna make in a savings account. So keep that in mind, guys. And the thing is, I can reallocate these funds, and with a CD or a market account, you'd get penalized and you'd lose the interest if you pulled it out early. With the stocks, you just buy, hold, and rake in that dividend. Next, we have ExxonMobil. This is the cash king for this set of months. We have 86 shares, $3,400 of market value. Average cost is $52.74. 15% of the portfolio is in ExxonMobil. That would be going down dramatically. I'm overexposed to oil, and I understand that. I have faith that they're keeping the dividend. I've listened to earnings calls, and I've watched a lot of interviews, so I'm not worried about this. I just don't want it to be the big cash king for this set of months. We have $30 up today, down about 1,000, but down about 1,100, down 23% on ExxonMobil. A dividend of about $75 coming in. I like ExxonMobil. I just don't like oil enough to make it one of my bigger investments. So the reason this is up so much is because, like I said, it's not my goal stock. My goal stocks are Coca-Cola, AT&T, and Aflac. But the thing is, it's been down so much that I kind of have to do it. It's like it's the same thing as FRT or SX Property Trust. Like there are certain stocks that when they're at a value, you have to buy them because guys, you got to think the upside on this stock right now for me already is $12 a share cut already. I bought it. Let me look because the 52-week high is like 70. Yeah, so I bought this with $20 of upside in the stock. Now at $70, you have $30 of upside in this stock plus an 87-cent dividend per share. So I get a $75 paycheck every 4 months, guaranteed, and I have $20, $30 of upside in the stock. So it just so technically I have $20 of upside per share. So a $1,600 upside on $3,400. 50% of my money is it's unrealized gains, but like right now is an even better ratio because I get that upside. I get more upside with the same dividend. It's like buying an iPhone that was $1,000 yesterday and buying it for 600, and you go on eBay and there's still $1,000. So that's the way I look at it. Anyways, guys, next we have Aflac at 45.46, up about $10. I still would buy it here. Yeah, I'd still buy it. I know it just doesn't have my $15 of upside, but that's fine. I want more Aflac. One share, 45.46 or so market value. Average cost is 35.75. 0.2% of the portfolio is in Aflac. We are up 15 cents today, down $9 and change, down 20, or excuse me, up 27% on Aflac. That finishes out the portfolio. Honestly, guys, this is going to be probably the third biggest stock. If I had my way, like if for favoritism, it would go J&J, McDonald's, and then Aflac for this set of months. But I think what's going to happen is it's probably going to be ExxonMobil for a pretty long time because it's going to be down for a while, and I know I'm going to allocate a lot of funds towards ExxonMobil. But I do want Aflac to be in my top three for this set of months. Then we're going to go over our watch list with PepsiCo at 144. I can tell you it's overvalued at 144. Yep, it's pretty much its 52-week high, so not touching that. Kimberly-Clark at 137 is a steal. I'm definitely buying that there. Procter & Gamble at 136, and not quite. I'd want it to be down to 130. SX is a steal at 250. Black Hills at 60, it's 87 is its high, so $27 of upside. Definitely enough for me there. I go for $15, so that's a steal, and I definitely would be buying it. PPG is the one that I added. I wanted a little exposure to the material sector because I don't have any. Right now, I'm lacking exposure to materials, to tech, actually, which is surprising. And the last one is utilities, so I'll get that with Black Hills will be my utility stock. PPG, they make paints and coatings. And they're like Sherman-Williams, but they have a better dividend track history, so I like them better. And it gives me exposure to the materials sector. I want every sector represented, and I didn't realize I didn't have materials yet, so I'm adding them. Then we have Mickey D's, one of my favorite real estate stocks. At 211, definitely a buy. Apple at 222, have the upside I need, and Disney at 150 is too high, but I don't care. I'd still buy it. So guys, anyways, with that, I'll wrap it up. Sorry, I know video's a little longer today, and I know my dog's barking. She's being a pain, but I just wanted to get the video out for you guys today. Last day of 10-hour days. Tomorrow, I promise I'll have more energy. I'm pretty zonked today, but I still wanted to get you guys content. We have 2 videos of Warren Buffett coming out talking about his buys and sells. Updating you guys on every move he made in Q3, and then I'm going to do an update video of like kind of the overall picture of what he did. and then I have more content planned for this weekend. So I'm going to try to get at least 2 videos out to you guys every single day. I'm going to try to do a portfolio update and then something else. I'm not going to guarantee that because my work schedule is pretty crazy, and sometimes it's hard to record after work. So I've been trying to do it after work. So I've been trying to do it before, but I'm going to guarantee a portfolio update every single day. That is a necessity. I like doing that. It helps grow the channel, and I'm passionate about this, and I want to keep grinding and keep getting videos out to you guys. I don't think I'm ever gonna get to a level of like a Meet Kevin. I know that's like a joke on YouTube because he posts like 5 videos a day because he does like political stuff with stimulus checks and stock market stuff and Neo stock and Tesla. That's his job. It's hard when you're working 10 hours and sleeping 6 hours, and driving 2 hours to work, uh, to get that amount of content out. But I am gonna try to be as consistent as possible, and I hope you guys really do recognize that I am trying. And I hope you guys appreciate it and subscribe because I am trying to be one of the most consistent financial channels here on YouTube. I'm passionate about dividend investing. I know I'm going to make mistakes. I just want to have them on camera so I can laugh at how dumb I was in my 20s and maybe try to invest better in my 30s, 40s, and 50s. So, with that being said, guys, go ahead and join the journey. Make sure you hit the subscribe button when you do hit the bell icon so you don't miss any updates. I do an array of content. I try to do a portfolio update every single day. I did Warren Buffett updates. I've done Tesla videos. I've done EV stock analysis. I just do a bunch of stock market financial content. So if you guys are fans of that and you appreciate the grind, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with another Robinhood portfolio update. Take care, guys.